Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, a battle of two first-place squads between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cleveland Indians. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Mike Clevenger, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
So digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Here's Bryce Harper now, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Here comes the first pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike one. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture inside.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Gonzalez is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. And he is in there. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He hit over 450 last month. Nobody could figure out how to get him out, and I'm telling you, he's not cooling down. He's the guy I'm watching.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. He's set. Here it comes. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Digging in now, JT Realmuto. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, this guy's had a terrific season right now. Third.
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
Coming to the plate now, Odubel Herrera, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready with the 0-1. Swung on and hit in the air to left. On the Zimmer. And he makes the catch as just the one run comes across in the inning. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first at Progressive Field. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clincher.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Another one sent foul. Now another 1-2. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. Here's another 1-2. Now here's a ball hit high and deep is straightaway right field. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. 19th home run for him on the season. And with it, the Indians have leveled the score at 1 apiece. Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home run. A solo shot here for Carlos Gonzalez. Career number 247. And the Tribe take a 2-1 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 25 homers, and 93 RBI. On the first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. And it's fouled away. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
That's a strike. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal at second base.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here he comes again, 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Lindor leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. To his left, Hernandez. And there are 2 away now. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Brad Miller. And the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. No balls and a strike to count. 0-2 the count to Miller. Miller is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was taken in the second round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a real...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Tribe have opened it up to 4-1.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running. As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Pereira is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. Second inning coming up in Cleveland, and with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, clearly there is no rain in the area as of yet, but the reports that I'm getting say precipitation is expected as this game moves along. Of course, the grounds crew and the umpires will work to get this one in without a delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it is impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table. Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Carlos Gonzalez, better referred to as Cargo. One of the sweetest players in our game. Just put on this earth to play baseball the way his body moves. One of the best defenders in our sport. Makes the game look super easy. He's going to make a big play today.
Skied into very shallow right. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 9, the left fielder, number 22.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They trail it 4-1. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
The catcher.
In there for strike one.
0-1's the count. Wacky.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Struck him out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. McCutchen is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
Back to the top of the order now, and into bat next it'll be Tyler Naquin. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
And this will find the wall now over near the 325 sign. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Ball one. Naquin at second with 2 down. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Segura, the former Seattle Mariner, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Giving chase is Zimmer. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop.
So 1 man gone for Cleveland here in the 3rd. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. in there, and it's 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Harper looks up. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. 19th home run for him on the season as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
So now Carlos Santana. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Harper has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brad Miller.
Ready to take his hacks again. Brad Miller, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to the. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Beckham backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. JT Realmuto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 0-2 home. That's popped up out towards short right field. Beckham ranging into shallow right. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. The first pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. They're down here 5-1. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
The 1-1 is strike 2, swinging. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bradley Zimmer.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right?
All
he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Kevin Plawecki. Popped him up. Hoskins in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back.
The batter, the second baseman, Gordon Beckham.
Striding in for the Indians, Gordon Beckham. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. 5 runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well. Listen, sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
Beckham, the runner at first with 2 gone. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Herrera. Still ranging back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. 2-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Segura fields it cleanly. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch. And given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number 1 has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts where they will hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
Third baseman, number 7.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one. Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
In now, Andrew McCutchen. No balls and 1 strike. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch stays alive. Still 0-2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Gonzalez on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura standing in. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies down in order. They're down 7-1. Ready for another shot now. Jose Ramirez. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Good breaking ball there, had him frozen. Strike 1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Count remains at 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And as you see there, he currently tops the Phillies in that department.
Harper.
Digging in, Bryce Harper. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. From the stretch. On a line to shortstop. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Gonzalez at the track. The wall. Gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 45 home runs now on the campaign, as it's now a 7-3 game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting.
Into the box, JT Realmuto.
Realmuto.
And oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. First pitch on its way. And a foul tip held onto here at strike one.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Naquin comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batting. Designated hitter, Nick Williams.
So here's the Phillies DH, Nick Williams. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is flared out towards second, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Standing in now, Michael Franco. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Titans strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Indians 7 and the Phillies 3. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Brad Miller. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. Looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Bradley Zimmer comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit out towards second. To his left, Hernandez. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, catcher, Kevin.
Settling in now, Kevin Plawecki. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Hey, big curveball right there. He's able to steal a strike. I don't blame the batter one bit. That looked out of the zone, out of the hand, but he was able to drop it in at the top of the strike zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
7 runs, an equal number of hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Hit in the air to center field. Herrera's there, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. So striding forward now, Andrew McCutchen. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gonzalez has a read on it. 2 gone.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman.
Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And now Bryce Harper. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. Deficit holds it 4. It's 7 to 3. Here's the second baseman now, Gordon Beckham. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Pitch is popped up. Arrieta has a play. 1 out.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Tyler Naquin will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one.
Nope, that's the ball.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. 1 out, nobody on. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He waits on deck. There's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch on its way. Back up the middle. Hernandez at second. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Indians fail to score, but they lead it by 4. It's 7 to 3. Nick Wittgren has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Rhys Hoskins will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Into the box now, JT Realmuto, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Liner towards second. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
In now, Odubel Herrera. High in the air out to center field. Nick Wood's under it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Nick Williams. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. That's popped up. Coming in is Zimmer, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, they're not all beautiful, and they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
Stepping in, Maikel Franco. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Real Muto at second. Williams at first. 2 out in the inning.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
The next 0-2. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Now in the box, Jose Ramirez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Lindor.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Francisco Lindor. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd of the game as they open it up to 8-3. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Here's Carlos Santana now. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Now batting, the designated
In now for Cleveland, Brad Miller. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. One ball and two strikes to count. Bases are empty here with two men out. Curveball taken a little high.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Strike three called, and the inning is over. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. Last chance. Stepping into the box, Andrew McCutchen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Andrew.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Lindor has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Now at the plate, Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. Lindor gloves it. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Beckham fields it cleanly. On to first will be in time, and the Indians have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. 8-3 tonight. The Tribe jumped